Welcome back to anatomy series. The next topic is cartilage. Cartilage is a specialized dense connective tissue. The functions are: it bears the weight of the body. It also plays an important role during the growth. It also gives support to the developing organs. The composition of a cartilage is: it is made up of cells, ground substance and fibers. We know that the ground substance and fibers, they are together, they are called as intercellular substance. The cells of the cartilage, the cells are chondroblasts and chondrocytes. Chondroblast, if you can see in this diagram, they are young metabolically active cells and they form the chondrocytes. Chondrocytes are the cells of the cartilage. And the cells are arranged in D shape, if you can see here. The D shape, the vertical lies opposite to each other. Okay, so this is a chondrocyte. If you see a slide, you can see that a chondrocyte is situated in spaces of matrix known as lacunae. What is this lacunae? Whenever we stain a section of cartilage, the cytoplasm is shown as shrunken, and this is shrinkage is an artifact. That is, during fixation and dehydration, the cartilage cells, they retract and they leave a gap, and this is actually known as lacunae. So lacunae is a artifact. Okay. The cells, when they are together, they are known as cell nest, when the cells lie together. The cells, as we said, are D shaped. If you can see here again the same picture I am showing. The flat surfaces are opposing to each other and the chondrocytes lying close to each other. This is the lacuna, you can see, because of the shrinkage of the cell. In the section, any slide when you see a prominent nucleus and lacunae, means it is a slide of a cartilage. The young cartilage cells are known as chondroblast and they form the chondrocytes, and chondrocytes are the main cells of the cartilage. Then the ground substance. Ground substance is produced by the chondrocytes. 95% of the volume of the cartilage is ground substance and it is made up of proteins and carbohydrates known as proteoglycans. The carbohydrates are glycosaminoglycans, GAG, and the protein is aggregan, AGGRECAN, aggrecan. And we said that it is mostly water. So along with this water, this ground substance is gel like and it has to be hydrated because cartilage is avascular and it is greatly hydrated for the diffusion of nutrients. Next content what we see is fibers. The fibers are type 2 collagen fibers. In fibrocartilage and perichondrium, the collagen is type 1. So fibers can be collagen fibers or the elastic fibers. Mostly collagen fiber is type 2. In fibrocartilage and perichondrium, it is type 1 collagen fibers. This can be asked as MCQ. And the elastic cartilage will contain elastic fibers. Perichondrium. Perichondrium, now this, if you can see here in this diagram, the outer layer, this is the perichondrium. This perichondrium has got two layers, the outer fibrous and inner cellular. Inner cellular means chondrogenic. That is, there are cells over here, it gives rise to cells. This layer is responsible for the appositional growth. So what is growth in cartilage? The growth in cartilage occurs by two types, that is appositional growth and interstitial. Let us understand what it is. Appositional growth is where the cells of the perichondrial layer, that is the inner layer, from there the growth occurs, and this will increase the width. Whereas interstitial growth means there is increase in the length. For example, if you see growth of the bone lengthwise, so that is the interstitial growth. Classification of cartilage. The cartilage is classified as hyaline cartilage, elastic cartilage and fibrocartilage. Let us see one by one. Hyaline cartilage. Hyaline cartilage is further divided into costal cartilage and articular cartilage. Costal cartilage means it is present at the ends of the growing bone and it is covered by perichondrium because growth is there. So, example is ends of ribs. Articular cartilage, it is usually present at the articular ends and there is no perichondrium. So, if you can see a knee joint, we said the articulating surfaces of both the bones, that is the tibia and the femur, they are covered by articular cartilage. This is a type of hyaline cartilage and there is no perichondrium. The term hyaline means glossy, hylos is glass. So, this cartilage when it is stained, it appears to be translucent, glassy appearance hota hai. And the reason for glassy appearance is the ground substance and the collagen fibers, they have similar refractive index. If you see a slide, you will see that there are these D-shaped cells forming cell nest. Lacunae भी दिखता है यहाँ पे, and if I can see the perichondrium means I know it is a costal cartilage. So, presence of cell nest. Perichondrium again outer fibrous inner cellular layer seen. Example of costal cartilage is ends of growing bones. So, and anterior end of rib. This is how it will be seen on a slide. If you can see closely towards the center, the chondrocytes are large and in the periphery they are small. Actually periphery, that is the parent cell and then they divide and form the daughter cell. So, this nest is seen here. This is the slide how it will look, glassy appearance and cells with lacuna. Now, if you see individual cells which is surrounded by a dark stain and that is known as the capsular matrix. The cell nest is also surrounded by again dark stain, that is territorial matrix, and in between it is known as interterritorial matrix. Okay, so what it is we will see. We said there is a, in this slide we will see again, we said a capsular matrix, territorial matrix. Now, why they are dark stained? Because it is more basophilic, that is it contains high content of proteoglycans, whereas the interterritorial matrix, this is an old matrix and it is less basophilic, so less content of proteoglycans. So, capsular and territorial matrix darkly stained because they are newly formed matrix, less fibers and more basophilic because of more content of proteoglycans. This is how you can draw. This is the same diagram to show you about the capsular, territorial, interterritorial matrix. More content of water. This proteoglycans is, it actually gives firmness and it takes up the dark stain. This diagram is showing the outer fibrous inner cellular layer of the perichondrium. These are the cell nest. This you can draw in your exam or in your journal. One more slide to show. This is under high power, how the cell nest is seen. This hyaline cartilage can undergo calcification and degeneration, and mostly affected are the costal cartilages and cartilage of the larynx, but costal cartilage is most commonly seen. It is undergoes calcification as age increases. Next slide, what we are going to see is the elastic cartilage, or next type of cartilage is the elastic cartilage. Elastic cartilage, the name itself we know that it is having elasticity, that is whenever we stretch it, it can come back to its original shape or size, and elastic cartilage will definitely have more number of elastic fibers. So, elastic cartilage is present in pinna, external ear. That is the reason where it is said that in school times previously teachers used to pull the ear, तो कुछ भी नहीं होता था, सिर्फ दर्द होता था, because they knew कि ये बाहर हाथ में नहीं आएगा. Okay. Then there is in this, if you can see the cartilage, the cells are, the chondrocytes of the cells of the cartilage are larger than the hyaline cartilage. But again what we are going to see is the cell with lacuna. So, if I am seeing under the slide any cells which are having lacunae, means I know that these are the slides of the cartilage, and then I will have to differentiate whether it is hyaline, elastic or fibrocartilage. Hyaline cartilage, we said it will have a glossy appearance, it will have this pale matrix with capsular, territorial, interterritorial, different types of matrix staining. Elastic cartilage will have fibers present in between the cells, and the cells are larger. In fresh state, this cartilage is yellow in color, so it is also known as yellow elastic cartilage. Perichondrium is present. Again, elastic cartilage will have cells, it will have ground substance, it will have fibers, and perichondrium is present. So, cells same, cells with lacunae, and fibers more of elastic fibers. So, this is then slide which will be seen like this, large cells seen, in between elastic fibers seen. Same, lacuna present because of shrinkage artifact, and the chondrocytes are large. This is schematically represented how the fibers are seen. Perichondrium present. See this C is, this is the chondrocytes. Diagrams are taken from different books, many books, so you can just go through that and see. It fixes in your memory. See, you can see elastic cartilage. This is a slide of epiglottis. One more important thing about the elastic cartilage is these cartilage or the elastic cartilage does not calcify with age. Hyaline we saw it calcifies with age. MCQ question. Next type of cartilage is the fibrocartilage. Fibrocartilage is also called as white fibrocartilage, and it is present in the intervertebral disc or the menisci. Example is a meniscus in between the knee joint or pubic symphysis. So, whatever discs are present in between the bones in the joint, that is known as a white fibrocartilage. So, this white fibrocartilage will not have perichondrium. It provides strength and it bears weight. So, if you can see in the slide, regularly arranged collagen layers can see, collagen fibers, and in between we can see these chondrocytes are trapped. Again I can see the chondrocyte, that is a cell with a lacuna. No nests are seen, but the chondrocytes are arranged in rows trapped in between the collagen layers. This is schematic representation. Fibrocartilage not covered by perichondrium, we said because it is the disc lying in between the bone, menisci or intervertebral discs. Termed as fibrocartilage because the collagen fibers here are thick. They provide strength, they help in weight bearing. Another schematic representation. No perichondrium. So, we have seen perichondrium is not present in fibrocartilage and articular cartilage, which is a type of hyaline cartilage. Singly arranged in a row. The chondrocytes are arranged in a row. Applied anatomy. Osteoarthritis, degeneration of the articular cartilage. Achondroplasia, it is actually a condition which is a genetic condition. It affects the protein and it is due to reduced proliferation of the chondrocytes. इसके लिए growth नहीं होता है. The chondrocytes present at the epiphyseal plate of those long bones, वहाँ पे proliferation multiplication नहीं होता है chondrocytes का. इसके लिए there is stunted growth, dwarfism. Then chondroblastic tumors, that is tumors which arise from the chondroblast, that is cartilage forming cells. Then other tumors like chondroma, N is inside. So, a chondroma or a cartilage forming tumor that develops centrally within the interior of the bone is a chondroma. Okay. Chondrosarcoma. Sarcoma means it is a malignant tumor of the chondroblast. This slide shows the difference between hyaline, elastic and fibrocartilage, which we have just done in the lecture, and this is a revision. Thank you and see you in the next class.